My name's Paul Marsh. I'm going to talk to you today about a strange problem I found in Unity. So here we've got a little empty sort of container game object. Got a little bit of a script in here, and it takes a source cube, which is this little cube here, just a rigid body and a box collider, no gravity. And it's going to do a 10 by 10 grid with a little bit of a gap. So let's see this in action. So I can take this box and I can hit the wall with it and it bounces straight off. So let's just turn that trigger off. There, smash. So all the physics works as you'd expect. Now, it's difficult to make this kind of setup normally because moving a box collider around because it's invisible is quite tricky. So what I would normally do is create a cube. I would reset it, same sort of position. In case of 0, 0. And then I would make it the size that I want, which is 15 by 15 with an offset of 6.5. So that's roughly where I want it. Got a box collider on it. We're going to set that to trigger, just like we did, so it doesn't just rebound off it. And then I'm going to come, add the build wall, add a source cube, turn this one off, come back here, turn the mesh render off. So we're basically back to where we were before, but we've managed to position it because we had the mesh renderer to help us. So let's run this. Take out the cube, move it over. But you can see what happens here. Some very odd shapes appear. So what's the difference? So we look at that game object, transform build wall collider, transform build wall, can't quite grab that, get in there, build wall collider. So really the only fundamental difference is cube and mesh renderer. It would seem at first glance. So let's just remove those components. Right? Just remove them. Run it again. Grab the cube. Craziness. So what's going on there? So the only difference I can see is that here we've got our collider created, whereas here it's just using the default one off the scale. So there's no scale. Here the scale is on the transform rather than the box collider. So is that the difference? So let's come here. We can see that's just reset. So we reset the whole of that. Come in here, grab hold of the values for the box collider, place the values in, rerun it. And there we have it. They are fine. So, I'm not sure quite what the moral of the story is. I think it is that if you want to put child objects into a container, then don't scale the container. If you want to have a collider on that container, scale the collider instead. Okay? If anyone has more clue as to what's going on here, then please let me know. Otherwise, that's my takeaway from this. Okay? Thanks.